Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Conflikt 47 Battle Report. This time it's my buddies Japanese versus my Soviets, 1250 points, and we're playing rolled up a mission out of the book, playing point defense. None, just straight out of the book. So my opponent's list this time is you see a lot of infantry and some a good mix of weird war and normal. Then on to mine. Um, yeah, I got some new stuff in the sense of my daughters of the motherland, and then a lot of my usual stuff. Did bring out the mastodon again. Um, yeah, it's just fun to use. Um, my opponent does have a 1 point or 1 dice advantage on me, and go to the pregame setup. So the three objectives were one way down here where I deployed my inexperienced unit, one up here where my guards unit with the two LMGs goes, and I've really taken a liking to having at least one squad with that for the suppression. It gives me a good fire base. The last objective is in this little farmhouse or shed, and you see my MMG over here, and then my regiment gun, which is counting for resist. Ignore these. These are aren't on the board yet. On to turn one. So brings in all the stuff. Preliminary bombardment didn't do much. Did hit, I think, these guys, but other than that, didn't do much. You can see him bringing his hordes in. I think I did a right move with placing my inexperienced squad back here with the objective, knowing that it's not going to get much harder to see with the board setup. And then especially once I saw him put the howitzer down here, I knew, they're like that objective I was going to have safe. I was a little concerned after seeing the horde about the middle one, and until he deployed or did all this first wave, I played a little bit risky because I didn't have anybody in this far one up here. But after I saw that, I felt a little bit better since I knew I would have my reserves to be able to react. And then brings us to, it was pretty uneventful turn one. We ended up engaging in a sniper medium machine gun duel, and I was able to peel off one of his guys, and this squad up here, I was able to hit with the. I'm sorry, I said it's a medium howitzer. I was able to hit his squad and blew a giant chunk out of him. So that was a pretty good opening turn two on me. And then brings us on to the zombies. Yep, so they're just shambling on. Things are moving up into position. And then, I was happy. So he brings his armor over this side. So, it'll enable me to bring my mastodon to counter. So that was my plan coming into this. See where these guys come in and then place him to kind of between them and the objective. Because of his armor 10 in a walker, there's nothing these two could have done against him. So I said, okay, well, if nothing else, he'll be able to block them and hopefully kill them both, but we'll see. Yep. And then exoskeleton suits come in, and yep, he returns the favor, hits my squad here with a medium howitzer. Yep. And then let's see here. Yep. So you see, yep, my commissar comes in. I didn't want to leave the base completely unguarded, so he's here, and then LT and the veteran or inexperienced squad are moving up. So with the zombies coming in, I move these guys here to stay out of the sight of the howitzer, but also give me the ability to respond. And then with them getting blasted, I start moving this squad up because I'm like, well, I'm probably going to need some backup. So, and then you see him, his second squad sneaking up back there, and his LT going up that way too. Brings us on to 3. So yeah, we're moving along. So notice no mastodon. So I whiffed his reserve roll. Um, they fire, and I believe they move to cover, and yeah, he's just moving up and yeah, just moving into position. Yeah, same going on here. Nothing much. And yeah, just a close up on the zombies here. Yep. Keep bringing this yeah, guys on. You see the this little light mortar. So he brings this up, and yeah, pretty much the rest of the game he's just lopping shells on stuff and being annoying. And then, yep, turn three is when big guy shows up. So that was a nice plus. Um, yeah, so with him being here, his goal is now at this point move up. I think there's only one entrance to this. Move up, block it until I can sneak in a infantry squad or something into here, just to stop him. But basically, by him being here, I'm going to lock down this objective just because he can't do anything to me. So worst case, I'll just move him into the way and stop anybody from getting in. Turn four. So yeah, we're moving right along. So a lot happens in this turn. So he moved his zombies up, trying to get in you know get into here. I bring them around, light them up a bit, and then end them in turn shot by the medium machine gun because I'm out in the open. So yeah, a lot's going on here. Over on the left, I believe, yep. So he fires, and main gun here, medium machine gun here. So like they've if you've noticed they've not moved or done much. So I think the guards hit them with a suppression, put like one or two pins on them, and then I think they failed their order, and yeah, so I've just from here on out I've just been throwing any random shots into them. I peel off one or two, but mainly it's just putting pins on them and kind of rendered these guys ineffective. They are hit his light walker here and mobilize it. So yeah, Mastodon does. At least he's hitting this time around. Normally he just doesn't do anything. So it's been pretty good to actually see him, participate. Yep. So seeing the issue with the zombies not killing as much as I need to, I bring in my terrors, um, peel off a couple more. But yeah, there's so many of them, and I start wheeling these guys across. So yeah, they're you didn't see him, but he snuck the little flamethrower just hopped from building to building, came in, ended up cooking these guys, and thankfully he my opponent whiffed his roll, so I know that was irritating for him, but it worked out for me in that so he barely, I think he killed maybe like one guy, and they didn't even run off. So they move up, and I end up taking a pin for my being out in the open here for that silliness. And yeah, just a close up of them being not dead, and just the building, the powder keg that is surrounding the objective here. So realizing these guys are going to get pinned out from just random shots, he bonsai charges into my daughter's here, uh, and yeah. So which I actually was not anticipating. So I brought them in and lined them up so I can shoot. They have two LMGs, so I can shoot down and put more pins. I didn't do the suppression fire, but I just fired to put a pin on them and peel off a guy or two, which I was able to do. But downside to that is I did not intend it, but they are fast too. So he bonsai charged into me, because it's Japanese, they can do that. And yeah, so we engage in close combat, and luckily I'm able to win. So he did have some pin stack up, but not enough to matter. And with the SMGs and stuff, yeah, but luckily with just some bad rolls and such on his part, I was able to, wipe them out, and then I reposition the daughters over here, and you can see the. So now at this time, I'm planning. Uh, I need to still capture this, so I said, okay, well, they got LMG, so I'll run them over here, and then I'll be able to fire at whatever I need to. But at least I'll have this objective, and I'll have the other objective, and I'll do what I can to clear out the middle. Brings us on to 5. So yeah, we're moving right along, and so I charged them in to try to, thought being is if these take it, if these get in there, I'm not going to be able to stop them. So yeah, I charge in. I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, we're whittling them down, whittling them down, whittling them down. Going okay, we're doing all right. And then so yeah, good rolls on his side or bad rolls on mine. Either way, I start taking casualties and not killing enough, and then poof, yep. So zombies win. I did Well, I didn't kill them like I wanted to. I did accomplish the render, bring these guys down to the not scary um, part anymore. So that was a solid plus. You see here them ready for action with 4 pins. Um, you'll notice the flamethrower team is gone. So yeah, they were able to get back in gear and just lit into them with 2 LMGs. I believe I only have 2 guys left, and they're both LMGs. So they're just even with the took the no loader penalty and small teams and just decided just to dump a bunch of shots in there. He this tank man, yeah, it was unkillable this game. So we were firing, I'd hit it, and shells would just bounce off. I'd roll a 1. Um, from both. So the medium howitzer and the big cannon here would hit it, and just nothing happened. So it was, yeah. I mean, so he's bringing it in, trying to take this thing out. So I move up to counter because I want to protect the units, protect the center objective here and to get a sight. So I move up, planning to fire main cannon here and machine guns down here, and then go about that. Like I said, we still hit it, and yeah, don't don't kill it. the Yep. So he's doing his thing. So he's bringing these guys in, keeping his eye on the prize, and obviously seeing me swing that big stompy around, doesn't want them out in the open, so brings them in here to hide, or if they are seen, to at least get some good cover. And LT and he lost his buddy on the way, but he's sneaking up here, and he's put a couple shots in the back of the Japanese here, and then to close the door on me, he's brings in the zombies here to block off the entrance, and starts bringing his second squad up here to help. Yeah, what you didn't, so I didn't picture because it's inexperienced and it didn't matter, was while they were crossing the gate here, that howitzer really couldn't see anything besides them, so just lit them up. Luckily I didn't run, and I was able to get over here, and didn't fail my panic check or anything. Didn't fail the pending or the order check to get out. So at least they're safe now, and they're gonna run back to the objective. On to 6. So LT comes over. He ends up finishing the job here. Just like the surprise. Yep. You see the squad. They're doing their part. Move over here. Just put more shots into them. Exosuit LT comes in. They clear out the top floor, so now they're in charge of the objective here. Yeah, so that's a problem. So now I'm going to have to dig that back from them. So then I swoop to that note. So I swoop big stompy here. After we hit him again, I don't think we do anything. move Big Stompy over here and obliterate that squad. I think put a machine gun into them, but main main thing was pop that squad. You can see up here that yep, LT cleaned up the objective there. So now I can go, okay, this squad has a chance to get in here at least and clear them out. Yep, just kind of a board state on the left here. So he's able to get them back in gear and the sniper. So they've been firing down here. We've been kind of shooting back, but nothing's been happening. But more importantly, they're on the objective. Um, a little two-man group here. You don't really see them because they're hidden. Um, just like, they got dialed in with that light mortar and killed two of the crew. Um, Sneaky. And then yeah, just kind of just a shot of the left flank. So over here on the right, um, so yeah, they finally made it back, and yeah, that's really it. Not really going on much with the medium howitzer up there, and then the you see zombie blocking the door here. Yep, yep. just uh, just a nice little shot of the Japanese exosuits on doing their job. They're up on the second floor, locked it down at least. Just close up on them, and just the SMG troops just waiting to get in there. And that brings us to the end of the battle. As you saw there, he had my opponent had the middle objective. Japanese controlled the one. I controlled the two on the flank. Um, yeah, we looked again to see how further, like plane 7 and onward, and I just wasn't able to get my those SMG troops in there in time. Um, and then so at that point, we just called it. Um, after turn 6, I was able to kill 4 Japanese units. He picked up 3. He was if we were able to keep playing, he was going to pick up the medium howitzer because I think we were down to like one man, and he had me zeroed in with the light mortar. Um, yeah, so it was just a matter of time at that point. But all in all, it was real fun. I hadn't played this opponent in a while. It's always a good time, and he puts together a good board, and everything's painted nice. So it's nice to get together again and have a game and see the Japanese in action. And all in all, it was a good time. And thanks for watching.